Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Brittany if you're new here. From the title of this video, this is going to be all about turning myself into a morning person, and to do so, I took some drastic action. I really wanted to create this video to share what I did and what helped for me, and hopefully inspire and motivate some of you to kind of make those big changes. Lately, I've been realizing that I've been getting in my own way when it comes to my productivity and getting all the things that I want to get done in a day. Quick background, I work from home and I can decide when I want to work, so my hours, so 9 to 5, but I don't actually have to clock in at a certain time, but I gotta get those hours done somehow, some way. So I realized I was getting into the habit of starting my day at 2 o'clock, finishing at 9. On top of that, I'm trying to work on my creative outlets, so my YouTube channel, TikTok, Instagram. It's not possible to have enough time in the day when you're starting the day that late. So I said to myself, I could not keep complaining. I need to do something to completely recalibrate my sleeping schedule and get myself back into a normal routine of waking up early and then going to bed earlier. But this could obviously apply to a lot of other things. Say you want to get into working out or any other habit or routine you want to fix. You can always find a way to recalibrate and restart and refresh your routine to make it how you want it. So the first step in making any type of change is really being honest with yourself and realizing, okay, where are my strengths and weaknesses? Like, where am I struggling? I do really well with external motivation. Anything that has to do with accountability or something on the outside that I have to be accountable to is really good for me. So my ideal world would be that I had a wake up buddy. So someone who would wake up, at the same time as me and push me out of bed, or say we're making plans to meet at the gym for 8 a.m. Right now, that is not necessarily an option for me. The next best thing was to just book early morning workout classes that I have to go to. And this is because if I don't show up, I will have a late fee that I would have to pay. On top of that, I would also feel bad, just not showing up to the class. I could have taken someone's spot that really wanted to go, or, I just feel bad. So I have two things kind of holding me accountable. So we're gonna book spin class and hot yoga class for the next 5 days. And every single morning, we're waking up and starting our day with a morning workout. It also forces me to get out the house, go on a walk, really just starting the day on a positive note. So definitely take a moment, and if you know there's somewhere where you're struggling or something you want to improve, don't be afraid to take the jump and do something a little bit out there to get to where you need to be, because at the end of the day, we are in charge of our lives. And I had that realization oh, this is up to me. I actually have to do something about this. No one else is going to do it for me. Anyways, let's get into the video. I did the week. No spoilers, but let's just jump into it. I did it vlog style, checking in, letting you guys know how it was going throughout the week. I didn't really film the workouts. I never brought my camera into the hot yoga studio or into the spin class because they don't really allow cameras. All that being said, let's jump into our week of early morning workouts, morning boot camp. Class 1, me 0. That was so hard. It's so early that the birds are still chirping in the morning. Cannot remember the last time I woke up this early. I didn't even talk to you guys before leaving because I was just in a rush to leave the house, super tired. Brain fog on 100. Just got back from spin class. Day 1, I think it's gonna be the hardest. This morning was a fight, it was a struggle. And obviously, it is the first morning, everything's being readjusted, and I was fighting with my brain, my two brain cells are fighting each other, going back and forth of whether or not to stay in bed and just forget about this whole thing. I didn't fall asleep until about 2 a.m. and got up for 7 a.m. class. I know I'm tired because my voice is raspy, and that only happens when I'm tired. So I came back and it was 8 a.m. and that's such a proper time to start a day. So I'm really hoping that by the end of this week, my sleeping schedule is at least a bit back to normal. So I could wake up on my own and start my day at 8, 9. That is the most ideal situation. But yeah, that class beat my 7 a.m. My body's like, girl, what's going on? My body's not understanding what my brain is doing. Why are we listening to music blasting loud at 7 a.m.? But I'm really excited and proud of myself for committing to doing this, I don't know what you call it, early morning boot camp. Couldn't continue on the way things were going. I would never get anything done. That sleeping pattern is just not conducive to work, and I lose my daylight hours, and just not good. It's been an overwhelming weekend, so I think I'm carrying that into this week. And my space is not exactly how I would like it to be. And I feel like, you know, when your space is cluttered, your mind is cluttered. It's really feeling like that right now. So that's the priority for the morning. I just need to block out some time to start the week off right. Tomorrow morning is, I think I booked a hot yoga class, which is way more chill. It's not as intense and energy exerting as spin class. Day 1 in the books. See you guys tomorrow. Good morning, guys. I didn't get ready early enough to talk to you guys before I left the house. I have to run, so I just want to catch up real quick. Sorry that I'm out of breath. I have to walk up a little bit of a hill right now, and I'm running a little bit late. I usually like to do this walk comfortably, but again, it was really hard waking up this morning. Like, I probably spent 10 minutes out of my morning negotiating with myself. Like, just cancel. It's only a $10 fee. You don't even have to do this little video series documenting yourself getting up early and all of that, getting back into your routine and fixing your sleeping schedule. It's fine, just skip a day. And I'm like, if I skip a day, then the whole purpose of the video makes no sense, and there goes the video. And it's not even just for the video. We gotta do what we said we're gonna do. I told myself, are you gonna regret your workout? No, you never regret a workout, ever. As I thought, no regrets. That was such a good yoga class. It wasn't too much movement. Sometimes there's a lot of like flows and like back and forth, up and down of different yoga positions or postures. This one was a bit more slow paced, so that was a perfect morning kind of flow and workout to do just to like ease my way into the day. But all that to say, I'm really happy I convinced myself to come this morning and stick to my plan because I'm feeling so good right now. So we're back home, early start to the day. It's now about 10:30, way better than starting my day at 1 p.m. One of the main reasons why I really wanted to fix my sleeping schedule and go through this whole thing is so that I'm making more use of daylight hours. I just think that really makes more sense. I was just tired of working throughout the night in the dark, like not the dark, but I don't know, the vibe is just different. When daylight, the sun is shining, it's just better to be working during that time, have the option to go to cafes if I want to, not, you know, at 9 p.m. where everywhere's closed. You know, my options just open up. So yesterday was a rough start. I did not end up falling asleep until 3 a.m. and then had to wake up at 7 a.m. So hopefully tonight will be the night where my body's like, okay, we gotta catch up on sleep, really tired, and I can get some proper rest tonight and start that like recalibration process. I don't know if that even makes sense, but just start that like readjusting of the cycle, you know? Also, lesson today, I went to bed late. I knew I was going to bed late, and I knew before I went to bed, I'm like, I'm so tired, but the best thing for me to do is to prepare my bag and my things for this morning, just so like when I wake up, it's just easy to, everything's planned. I don't have to think about my outfits. Everything's ready to go, bag packed, and I didn't do that. And I knew it. Last night, I'm like, man, I'm gonna struggle in the morning. I'm gonna make this even harder than it has to be by not preparing everything the night before. Tonight, we're not doing that. We will be preparing the night before just to make the morning so much easier and this process easier for me in general. But anyways, guys, I will see you tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. Reporting on my commute to our early morning workout today, another hot yoga class. I was running late, so I took the metro this morning because I just didn't feel like doing a 30-minute power walk this morning. That's the only way I would have got there in time, is if I walked really fast. And if you know Montreal, there are a lot of hills, uphill, specifically in that direction. So I was like, no, I can't do it this morning. We're gonna take the metro, saves a bit more time. I am still, gotta speed it up a little bit, but this is only like a 10-minute walk instead of a 30-minute walk. I still went to bed late last night, around 2. I don't know why the body's not adjusting yet to feeling sleepy earlier, but this morning was so much easier waking up than every other morning. So at least a little progress there. And that's a wrap for hot yoga today. I actually put myself together after class because I have to do some errands, do some adulting, some doctor's appointments, all that kind of stuff. So I feel good. This morning was the first day where I actually had a lot of energy in the morning. The first couple of days that I went, so tired, kind of groggy, even after my walk there. But today, the start of the class, I was like alert, not yawning. Every other class I was in, I was yawning. Oh God, this is the first class I didn't yawn, so that's a good sign, okay? We're only going up from here. Yeah, having my stuff ready in the morning was definitely the key. I was still late, but I didn't have to use my brain as much. Didn't need to make as many decisions. So that was extremely helpful. So I'm definitely gonna keep doing that going forward to help for the rest of this week. All right, guys, oh my God, the greenery in the back. All right, y'all, see you tomorrow for hot yoga again. Different yoga studio though, we're switching it up. Day 4, we made it. I'm running late. I actually have to jog to the place to make it in time, so I'm gonna have to see you guys after class. All right, day 4 in the books. Oh my God, why was this the latest starting class? It started at 9, but this was the one I was the most late to. Girl, it's 9 o'clock. I look a little crazy because that instructor turned the heat up so much. It wasn't even like there was a lot of movement, but because it was so hot, I was sweating a lot. That's the most I've sweat all week out of all the hot yoga classes that I took, which is so interesting because the variation in all the classes and all the instructors and all the studios, it just makes it so fun. Like, you never know what you're gonna get. Feeling good. Went to bed earlier, the earliest I've gone since we started this little experiment or this little boot camp, which is good. So hopefully tonight I keep that same momentum, and then we got another early morning tomorrow. Good morning, guys. So you can see here, Friday, we are actually at the train station. Not a workout class. I had some last minute things come up and I had to make my way back to Toronto. So you know what, in keeping with our theme, although it's not an early morning workout class, it is an early morning train. Okay, you guys saw that timestamp, 6:37 a.m. This was probably the earliest I had to wake up the whole entire week, in fact, because I had to wake up and then get there for 6:37. I'm glad I was still able to continue on. I did have moments where I was like, okay, well, I can't do that 5th and final day, scratch the video, scratch the whole thing, but no, you know what? We found a way to make it work. I'm glad that I could add this in, and you know what? The whole purpose was early morning and external accountability. And one thing about it, ain't no way I'm missing a train that costs hundreds of dollars. So that's definitely not something I'm missing for the sake of sleeping in. And that's a wrap for the week. Honestly, successful week. We went the whole week committed to waking up early, and in fact, it's been 3 days since Friday and I have still been keeping up with the same thing, waking up early and going to bed earlier. My method worked. I'm really happy that I did that. I really needed to fix my sleeping schedule, and already I'm seeing such positive results because I just have enough time in the day to do everything I need to do and not feel guilty or not feel disappointed or sad that I'm not able to fit in my creative outlets on top of also working. It was definitely hard, but I'm proud of myself for keeping with it. And now I know if anything gets jumbled up and my sleeping schedule is, just goes back to how it was. Because honestly, truthfully, I'm a night owl. I do prefer waking up late and going to bed later, but that kind of schedule is just not in line with what I need to do and get done. It's much easier to stay up in the day and like work from early morning, even if you go late until night. There's just so many more hours left. For me at least, it's harder to actively work and think past midnight basically. Even though I do stay up late, it's like the active work that I can get done is still very limited. Overall, really happy with how this week turned out, and I'm hoping this helped someone. And guys, don't be afraid to just do what you gotta do to get where you want to get to, because life is up to you, honestly. I'm sorry to say. I had that realization that, oh, I can sit here and complain and be annoyed all I want, but at the end of the day, I have to do something about it. I have to make the changes. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you liked the style of content, any suggestions or anything else you want me to elaborate on. I love productivity. I love like fixing routines. Like that makes me so excited. That truly makes me so happy and excited. So I could talk about this stuff all day, all night. Anyways, guys, I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for watching. If you aren't subscribed, subscribe. And I really hope to be seeing you guys in another video. Bye.